Okay, cool. Well, hey everybody, welcome to Nerd Junkies Game News Live. I am Clay. I don't know where Joe is. Are you over here? Are you over there? Are you?
Yeah.
He's in like
there you go.
Yeah, there.
Wow, look at that. I can be like, you know, like
The Brady Bunch. Oh, Clay. This guy. Shoving buddies. So stupid.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So we're back here for Game News Episode 2. We're ready to talk about what's coming up in releases. I think that's our first segment this time. Releases. Yeah, we actually have quite a few, but not sure if anyone's going to recognize some of these. I'll be honest with you. The G.I. Joe Operation Blackout. I didn't even know this was coming.
Hear me out on this, okay? Here I am. I'm just, it's like 2 a.m. I'm like scrolling through Twitter or whatever because I'm bored, and I saw like an ad for this game, and I was like, okay, just looking at like the trailer alone, worth a play. I'm gonna gamefly it, and I'm just gonna try it out just to say I played it. But it looks like a third-person shooter with G.I. Joe like cel-shaded type graphics.
I mean, it looks pretty cool.
Be like shooting laser beams at everybody, you know, like trying to take down Cobra, all that stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out. The worst that could happen, it's terrible, and I return it the next day. It's
no loss.
Yeah, it's like, to me, this is just like, I'll give it an hour, and if it's worth my time, I'll keep going, and nobody will believe me that it's awesome, or it sucks and I return. Whatever, big deal.
So
G.I. Joe Operation Blackout.
October 13th, PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch. So FIFA 21 comes October 9th. That is yesterday.
So FIFA, and I know we have some soccer playing video gamers in the chat right now. So maybe if they want to throw their opinion on this, whatever. I'm not a big FIFA fan, not a soccer gamer at all, but I will say I saw something interesting, and I thought this was kind of funny. As little as I respect IGN, the website, apparently IGN UK did basically their like review of this game. They gave it like a 2 point something out of 10.
What?
And
wow.
Did they not pay enough ad space?
Well, that's the thing. The blurb I saw online about it was and this is not phrasing like the exact quote, but it was something along the lines of like, EA apparently just copied and pasted this game over from last year's game, so we're going to copy and paste our review and lower it a few points. And I was like, nice. Good job.
Somebody
like I said,
pissed off somebody.
IGN to me is the bottom of the barrel on video game websites, but it's like, they just raised up a point right there. Like, yeah. Good for them.
FIFA is PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Pretty much the entire thing, just because they need the monies. Ride 4 is PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I don't know a lot about this one, but this one came out 2 days ago, October 8th. So new release on that one. It seems
Never
like
played a ride game.
Seems like almost like a dirt equivalent, right? But
probably.
Yeah.
Probably along the same lines. I've never played a ride. Yeah. I've never played Tony Hawk Ride. I've never played. Yeah.
And the only other one we have for the releases is the Survivalist yesterday. PS4, PC, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. I see this all the time on sale on Steam, but never really had the attention span.
Do you know what it is?
No.
Like, do you know what kind of game it is or
no,
anything like that?
I don't know anything about it. I just know that they sell it a lot. And sometimes it's on the Humble Bundle. So
it's like Dirt?
Yeah, there you go. So it's like Dirt.
like every other week, Dirt 3 is free or something like that. It's like...
All right, so for this week on Rumor Control, Microsoft to bring Game Pass gaming to iOS via browser next year. So this is, to be honest with you, this is a little bit expected because from the days of like Gaikai and all that stuff and OnLive and browser-based like cloud gaming, this was one of those stepping stones that you kind of just expected because you You take a look at services like NVIDIA Shadow Play or something like that, and you're able to play on the browser. Well, this is just the next step to avoid that entire like legal fiasco that iPhone or Apple itself is trying to put on companies that want to do stream gaming. So what do you think, Clay?
Yeah. Did you hear Apple's like rules around this? Like so when Xbox or xCloud came out, you know, as part of the Xbox Game Pass app, and then Apple blocked it from being able to do cloud gaming. Did you hear like what their like rules are for that?
No. What was going on?
It's like the whole App Store terms of use and all that stuff was basically you can't have a launcher that launches other applications because everything has to be rated. So basically,
that's right. Yeah. So everything.
So Xbox would have to create an app launcher for every individual Game Pass game and list those in the App Store. Because
they would want to be able to make sure that the quality or whatever of the game is up to their standards.
So like they would have to build like a Gears 5, you know, app, and then which all it does is launches Gears 5, and then you would have to install the Gears 4 app and the Gears 3 app. But
that still means that every single time that you go through it, it's literally the exact same code pointing to a different instance of the game on Xbox.
But you're an I person, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Android.
Oh, okay. So picture on your iPhone though, it's like you're scrolling through your apps, and there's like it's just like 100 Game Pass logos.
Yeah. It almost would make Xbox Game Pass look bad, right? Because you would have to like if you were an organized freak or whatever, you would have to put like in a folder, put it all in there, the games, and then scroll through every single one of them. It's just like no,
it would be absurd. So Microsoft had, supposedly this is all like rumor hearsay. This is like apparently Phil Spencer already said they're going to come up with a browser-based solution for this, which Gaikai did back in the day, and OnLive did back in the day. Now they had their little consoles and like their little streaming machines and stuff like that, but they also just ran through a web browser, and it was cool.
Yeah.
So this is completely doable.
Yeah.
Microsoft just has to build it.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get on to the game news, and this week we have CyberPunk doing a little leak here for the map. I think this one was leaked out because they're including a map on the physical copy of Cyberpunk 2077, which is really cool looking, and it does look gigantic if you take a look at it.
It really does. Joe and I were talking about this before the stream even started, but like, so Night City, where Cyberpunk takes place, is essentially Los Angeles, right? They've already said it's like Southern California, big cities kind of stuff.
With names like Santo Domingo and Haywood, like Inglewood. That makes sense.
You know, kind of like GTA's Vinewood.
It's like
Vine, hay.
Yeah.
You know?
Straight up original thinking.
Yeah. Never saw that coming. Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, like just looking at the map, it looks really cool. And if you've watched any of these past like Night City Wire presentations that CD Projekt is putting out, where they're like introducing you to different elements of the whole thing, it's like it shows all the different districts, and each one has like their own gangs that are in control of that area. That I'm sure that's going to play into the storyline and everything. It's really cool. The map looks great. I'm not upset about any of it. I was expecting actually more as far as the Badlands area goes. Like, it's showing us Night City, but they're also saying that the Badlands are going to be a big part of the game.
You're talking about the desert areas?
Yeah. And like, I would expect that to be surrounding all of Night City, right? Like just a giant, area. And then Night City's like right in the middle of it, but we don't know.
Let's start with the next one. I can't pronounce this one. Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Tsushima. So I guess the T is silent?
Yes.
I never understood.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Legends and new game.
Look, I forgot I even put this news article in there. And this is just for, because this game is currently a PS4 exclusive, right? So it's like, there's no other version of this game. Sucker Punch made it. They're basically a first-party developer now for Sony.
For Sony.
This game, outstanding. Could not sing this game's praises enough. It is my personal pick for Game of the Year 2020. We will see if Yakuza or Cyberpunk can dethrone this game. It is so good. But yeah, they just announced, so about a month ago or so, a month or two ago, they announced a multiplayer mode that comes out next week. And then now they just announced a New Game Plus. And if there is any other reason for you to want to play this game, in your New Game Plus, you can now get a charm that lets you befriend dogs. I mean,
you mean instead of just petting them, now they're like your pet?
No, dogs are like enemies in this game.
What?
Like they're like the enemy Mongol horde, has dogs that like attack you all the time, and you kill a lot of dogs in this game.
What?
Okay? Like just put it because they're killing you, so you gotta like fight back,
I'm gonna call.
But yeah, in this one, if you equip this charm in the New Game Plus mode, you can now befriend and pet dogs, and they can like join you in your hunts and everything like that. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to severely go through some New Game Plus on this game. If anything, just for that.
I'm gonna do all the pets.
All of it. It's gonna be worth every second of my day. This is gonna be the greatest.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
super
awesome,
excited. Ghost of Tsushima, awesome game. Awesome.
It looks great, and I really want to play it, but it's PS4 only exclusive.
It is PS4 only.
This one's actually kind of cool because I've already taken a look at the roster that they have for the actors, and I'm like, I know those people. They did pretty good.
I know, like, I want to say the guy they have playing Birkin, like that blonde guy who's always a villain in like everything.
The WWE like production guy that they always use.
It's like the guy that Neil McDonough is his name, and it's like he's always like a military guy or like a villain and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I thought he was an odd choice. Nothing against the actor. I think he's a good actor, but I thought he was an odd choice for William Birkin because Birkin's like a nerdy scientist guy.
And he's a little bit more like
this guy's like tough.
Like Bulk.
This is like a tough guy. Like he's in good shape. He's used to playing these like really authoritative, like aggressive tough guys.
Yeah.
And then you've got Birkin, who's all like, my G virus.
No.
It's like that doesn't really. To me, those don't equate. But I mean, he's a good actor. I'm sure he'll pull it off somehow.
Yeah, I think I posted up a picture of them of their characters and their actors, and I noticed that one of the guys here was in the Umbrella Academy as the big bulking gorilla guy, but he was also in. You never seen Umbrella Academy? It's pretty good. I'll give it that. It's pretty good. But this guy was also in Game of Thrones as Rickon. He died. Okay. I'm just gonna.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever seen some of these actors? I have a couple of questions here and there for like Chris Redfield and all that stuff, but it looks pretty accurate. I mean, I like it. But you're absolutely right about the Doctor, though. Like you just don't get to see that guy in anything else.
Birkin is
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Beta. Ready? Lock and load. Huh? Anyone pre-order Cold War? So Call of Duty Black Ops. So the first week it's PS4 exclusive for anyone that pre-ordered the game, and then it's PC and Xbox the second week. You do get like your perks and whatnot, the little exclusives that you get. But aside from that, it launches on November 13th. I believe it starts on October 19th for the pre-order stuff. Oh no, it starts on October 15th for PC and Xbox One pre-orders. October 8th for PS4. So enjoy that. I mean, I just don't see. Not that I'm hating on Call of Duty, because I really do like Call of Duty, especially like Modern Warfare 2. I really enjoyed that game. But anything after that, it was just like, I'm just going to wait. Like, if I really have to play the game, then I'll buy it. But I ain't buying any of the extras. I'm just not doing any of that. So, enjoy that for whoever pre-ordered it, if you still want to give them your money. Outside of that, I hope the single story is pretty good this time around, but it's Treyarch, right? All right, so another one that I'm kind of excited about, Overwatch has a free week on Switch. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhere there's like the Overwatch Switch player, like
Yeah! Now I get to play with my friends. Hello?
So I have been addicted to Overwatch since it came out. Like, I love the game. I still play it. I watched the Overwatch League Grand Finals this morning. You know, it was good
6
stuff.
a.m., huh, Clay? How'd that feel?
I was up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday watching Overwatch. And they're doing a replay of it right now, actually.
Does the wife ever, like, raise her eyebrows anymore at you? Or she's just like, all right, it's another weekend.
No. Every now and then she'll be like, are you doing anything today, or is there some kind of video game thing happening?
She's just used to it now, huh? She's just like, probably has a video game thing.
It's the Overwatch North American semifinals. Duh.
Hello.
She's like. But no, I'm a console gamer. Love Overwatch. I played on the PS4. I have a Switch. And it's always been like $40 or something like that, and it's like there's no way I'm spending $40 on Overwatch on Switch.
Yeah,
I'm going to be downloading this. It comes out I think on the 13th, so like Tuesday or what, Monday or Tuesday, something like that.
11 a.m. Pacific.
I'm going to download it and I'm going to jump in and play it. I am very curious to see how many people are even going to be on there, because it's a free week. There might be like a spike. You know?
Right.
But like, I'm very curious if I jump in there on like Monday morning or Tuesday morning or whenever this is. Am I like, how long is it going to take me to get into a game? Like free, like quick play, queue up all the roles just to try to get into a game as fast as possible. Is there going to be like a ton of people playing this game? Because I don't see that happening.
Right.
Yeah. So anybody out there who has a Switch, check it out next week. It's free for a week.
All right, we're going to move on to our next one. Super Nintendo World, huh? Who's excited for that one? Or who even knows anything about Super Nintendo World on the chat, huh? That one, so I guess they're opening up the restaurants first before they open up the park. But it's pretty interesting because they're already starting to show off some of the items that you can get at the restaurant. And some of that stuff looks delicious.
It does look delish, and it's probably terrible for you, and it's probably gonna and I don't know if you have the pictures up or anything, but they have the one that looks like it's like a Mario hat, but it's like a dessert.
Yeah.
You know, maybe like a Mario hat taco filled with like sugary things.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
And I'm sure that thing's delicious, and because this is an amusement park, it probably costs $10. Mm-hmm. And
$10 for $2 worth of product. Got it.
50 cents worth of product. Like the markup in Disney and Universal and all that stuff is ridiculous. So it's like this thing is probably going to be so overpriced, but I guarantee you when that thing opens up in like a week or whenever it is. So by the way, Super Mario or Super Nintendo World or Land or whatever it is this is only in Japan for right now. It doesn't even open until next spring. This is just they're opening this like little food place and like a retail place, and it's probably just to generate some income. It's probably just like, hey, we could probably make a fortune off this stuff for right now, and then that'll help fund some things going down the line. But in a week or so when this thing opens up, your timeline is going to be full. Yeah, there are going to be about 1 million people lining up to go into this thing, and they're all going to be like, "Here's my Mario hat taco thing, snap." And it's like you're going to see that everywhere for like the next couple.
And just to clarify, I think Mel knows exactly what that is, and I was caught because I was just like, this talks to me. I know what this is. This is a taco with fruit on it. And then Mel came in and is like, hey guys, did you guys hear about the pancake fold? And I was like, oh,
as it was called.
Oh, that's what I thought it was a taco. I don't know why I thought it was a taco.
Joel, just because you're Mexican doesn't mean you have to like tacos. Okay? That's a stereotype. You need to fight that, okay?
But it looks like a taco. It looks delicious.
It does, and it looks amazing.
Yeah. Man, that looks like diabetes. Dark says, diabetes, here it come. They also have like these sugary drinks with what looks like to be boba, as well as like your mustache straws, which are super
The mustache straw is the entire reason to go there. That's it.
That is so cute.
If I can get one of those and take it home, that's all I'm drinking out for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
Mario mustache straw.
The other thing is, because it is Universal, they also have plans to bring it over to California and Florida, right?
Correct.
But
Yeah.
we're probably
That's
going to
be
have
years
to.
from now.
Yeah.
We need this whole pesky pandemic thing to be over with, and
Yeah.
because like Disney's having a hard enough time getting people into their parks, which are open right now. So it's like and California is so protective about literally everything. It's just a state full of whiny babies. So like
it's all the regulations, right? Everything that has to
Yeah.
go in, and then all the energy saving stuff and rules and whatnot.
That's going to be a while. Florida, I could see happening in the next few years.
They're like, just open it now.
Florida, dude, woohoo! Let's get in there, boys.
Ding, 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 ding. Let's ask the chats where they stand on the Apple and Epic lawsuit situation, huh? Where does everybody stand on that? Do you agree with Epic or disagree with Apple? Or
are you free Fortnite?
Yeah, or for Apple at this point? Well, that sucker's actually going to go to court this next year, right? They want to.
I was very surprised.
They want to go to court officially, I think, sometime in January of next year. I think they were talking about May 3rd. Yeah, May 3rd, 2021.
Yeah, it's. I'm surprised. I'm surprised this had to go to court. I thought they were gonna like settle it somehow. You know, like Epic was gonna get like a cut on the, like their 33% fee that Apple takes is going to be dropped a little bit or something like that, and Epic would be like, okay. But yeah, no, I'm very surprised that both sides are being as strong on this issue.
Does it surprise you though? Yeah, like even looking at it, that's a lot of money. Like,
oh no, this is going to cost both of them a fortune in legal fees. This is going to be millions and millions of dollars in legal fees. Now, granted, it's Apple and Epic; they are both billion-dollar corporations. This is not going to hurt them, by any means. Apple, Clay's personal opinion here: Apple's in the right on this one. Now, I'm not by any means an Apple fanboy, but for any reason, but it's like technically Apple set rules in place that Epic agreed to. And then they broke those rules, and Apple slapped them, and then Epic sued them for slapping them.
So we're gonna move on to Marvel's Avengers game is struggling now. Apparently not doing so hot out there in the market, and they're kind of hoping for the DLC to maybe revive this from Crystal Dynamics. I haven't personally played the game. It looks amazing, like the graphics.
I played
and everything.
the beta.
Yeah,
I was in the beta for they did like a couple weeks of like open beta. They had a closed beta for pre-order people, and then they did an open beta for like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I played a little bit of it. I put a few hours into it. It's not a bad game. And even the reviews came out for it, and they basically said so there's this big campaign mode, starring this lady Kamala Khan, and it's like everybody loves her now, and it's and then they did their big plan though, and this is even when they first showed the game off originally. It's like their big plan is for the online multiplayer. They want this to be like a live service game, so they want it you're going to have seasons, you're going to have seasonal content, they're going to keep releasing new heroes that you have to pay for, and blah blah blah. And it's which they ended up backtracking on that, which I thought that was cool. But it's basically everybody said the single player campaign was really fun, which in the beta you only got about an hour of that, and then it opened up to multiplayer. And then the multiplayer right now, it's basically it's a looter shooter at this point. It's you literally just replay the same levels over and over again, trying to get new gear.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's quite a grind, though.
And that's the thing. It is a live service. It is Destiny. It is Diablo. It is a looter shooter, right? It's literally you just do the same thing over and over again, and people are bored. And it's I can see that. None of this surprises me, because usually games like this, they stale out pretty fast.
So I'm kind of surprised, because even for the story mode that again, I haven't played the game. I don't know the ins and outs. I know that the technically the second patch, not the day one patch, fixed a lot of bugs. But even Priest here is saying, I really do love it, but it's beyond broken. And it's just
still?
I guess, and I'm just it's not like Marvel IP or Marvel and Disney would be okay with certain things, because this is still owned all of it by Marvel or by Disney.
The license. So the game is Square Enix.
Yeah.
So they made the game, but I'm sure Marvel or Disney gets a cut of it. Like they get the licensing fees, and then they probably get a piece of every sale that comes in. But yeah, and I know that second patch you're talking about. From what I remember reading, it fixed like almost 1,000 issues or something like that, which is like that's pretty crazy. If Priestess is still broken, I don't doubt it. But yeah, I mean most online games have just millions of bugs that nobody ever saw coming. But yeah, if it's still broken, that's bad. But from what I'm hearing from people I know who play it, it's basically they're now at the end game part of any MMO where they're just bored.
Yeah, and now they're just grinding for whatever little trinkets there's left.
They're just like, oh, hey, I've got 9 more of these things now. Cool. Let me dismantle all those. Oh, I'm still like max everything. Cool.
Yeah,
I think there's literally nowhere else for them to go right now.
Yeah, I think Priesen compared it to Anthem now.
Oof.
All right.
Crucible.
Yes. Anyone ever heard of Crucible here? We gotta ask the chats.
Hands up, everybody who's a big Crucible player.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Guy in the back? Oh no, you were just saying hi to somebody? Okay, got it.
Ma'am, you? Okay, all right. I remember when this came out, and I'm like console guy. I'm not PC guy, so there was no chance for me to ever play this game anyway. But even like the MMO people that I know that I hang out with, none of them played it. And then like the game was so bad that it got pulled into it released from beta, and then apparently it was so bad that they pulled it back into closed beta. And then now they're just killing it because it was like
why
so
not
bad.
just kill it? Why not just say it's done?
Apparently, they're trying to Anthem it. They were trying to fix it, but there was just no interest in the game whatsoever. Like I said, I don't know a single person who played this game. I find it interesting though, because like when this news article popped up, I was like, yeah, I saw that, and I do think it's interesting because Amazon killed one MMO because they want to move all development to New World, which is their new MMO. So it's like we already know they're capable of releasing bad MMOs.
Yeah.
So
Cosmic Relic is dying for me to play New World, and I'm interested. I'm interested because I haven't played an MMO in quite a while, but I really don't want that war crack feeling, right? I don't want to feel like every waking moment that I'm not at work, I'm just about to load that up. So I'm taking it slow, but. This is we're going on to our next article to close this up, but this one actually made it in last minute. So Ready Player 2 storyline finally revealed, huh? So
yes,
we're talking about the book here. We're not talking about a movie yet, but I'm pretty sure it's coming up.
There's going to be a movie based on this, and probably a lot sooner than expected. Like this is going to be. There was 4 or 5 years in between the Ready Player 1 book and then the movie finally getting into production. This is probably going to, like, when this book launches in like a month or something like that, you're probably going to see a movie deal within the next 6 months. Did you read this? Okay, so
I did not get a chance to read this article. Yeah. I'll be honest with it, but you did, right?
Mel put this in our chat the other day. We have this on our Discord. You might want to check that out. On links wherever. I don't know. Yeah. Links. Yeah. So we're hanging out in the Discord, kicking it like a bunch of homies. Mm-hmm. And Mel puts this in our thing, and I'm like, oh crap, Ready Player 2 news, because I knew the game was coming out, but I was like, and so this is how chillin' I was. I was like, so
what's up, Clay?
Hey, my man, what it look like?
I see you're in the Discord chat, enjoying it up.
I be chillin'.
Pass me my 40 ounce.
I have 40 ounces of malt liquor here. I read it, and Ernie Klein even put this on his Twitter account. It's not like a leak or anything like that. It's like, here's what Ready Player 2 is going to be about. And if you read it, it's basically Ready Player 1. Again. And it's like, okay, so Wade, spoiler warning if you have not finished Ready Player 1, skip ahead 30 seconds. Wade now owns the Oasis, and he's like going through stuff, and then he finds that James Halliday has left another crazy thing in an Easter egg, in a hunt, in a prize that's going to change everything. And there's some villains who will stop at nothing to get a hold of that.
Something that wasn't mentioned in the first movie?
And it's like, is this the same thing as what we just went through? Like, is this not the same story? You know, kind of like all the people who saw Force Awakens and they're like, what do you mean it's not episode 4? It's totally different. You know, it's like...
Where's my script? Oh, yes,
did episode 4 have somebody from a desert planet or a cantina or a trench run or a thing that can destroy worlds? No. Yes, it did. What? All right. It's like... It sounds to me, it's like, wow, this kind of seems like the same thing. I'm going to buy it and read it, and I'm excited because I love the first book. It was great. But this is one of those things where I was like... I was hoping for something a little different. Just a little bit. Yes.
All right, everyone.
No, I got you.
Thanks
Everybody,
for joining
thanks
us.
for showing up. We'll be here next week. Check us out on nerdjunkies.com, or we have last week's episode on our YouTube already, right, Joe?
Yeah, we have last week's episode on there, our first episode after a long hiatus.
So thanks, Joe. Thanks, Mel. Always good to have you here. And
Bye.
we'll catch you all next week.
All right, now that we're offline, I hate that guy in the chats.
God,
God, I hate that guy.
always stealing my thunder.
Yeah, Mel, you need to tell Ben to like slow it down there.
God.
I can't control. He's taking too much of my crack.
Oh wait, we're still streaming. Bye.